Hi there, welcome to my channel Aqua Luna 73. This is going to be a general reading for Taurus. Please be in mind you need to get your birth chart calculated in order to get the maximum benefit, because you also have other placements and other readings might be more helpful than this one. Okay, anyway, let's just start the reading. This could cover any part of your life. Like I said, I'm using the Karma Music Tarot deck, and then I'm going to use the Land Sky Oracle. As I said, I'm not keen to use the specific Oracle deck because it's only one word. But what I'm going to use, sometimes the most of the cards have symbolism of animals. So if there's an animal that's going to pop up, I'm going to use it in the reading and go see what the meaning of the specific animal is in my animal totem book, because I have an animal totem book that has all the animals and what they represent. Okay, spiritual animals, the spiritual meaning behind the specific animal that appears in your life. Anyway, universe, what do you want to allow to come through for Taurus today? What messages and lessons do you have for Taurus today? What messages and lessons do you have for Taurus today? Messages and lessons for Taurus. Let's just put this aside. Okay, before I continue, I see you got the Death card. I don't do reverse cards. I don't like to do reverse cards, but I'm going to take it this way. Okay, sometimes I feel compelled to do it, then I will do it. Other times I'm not going to. Okay, because I did fix the cards. It's not upside down. I distinctly remember doing that, but no, man, all the cards, most of the cards are upside down. Again, once again, this is not good. I'm going to take it, okay? I'm going to take it like this. I don't like to do reverse cards, but let's check it. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And now we're going to do the Land Sky Oracle. Death card does not mean death, Taurus. Please bear that in mind. Death could mean anything, okay? It does not necessarily mean physical death of someone. It could just mean death of a situation, okay? Or circumstance of some kind. Universe, what do you want to allow to come through for Taurus today? Messages and lessons for Taurus. Messages and lessons for Taurus today, universe. What do you want to allow to come through today? Non-greed. Non-greed. And it's this is like a squirrel. Okay, it's a squirrel. We'll go see what it means now. Non-greed. Okay. We'll go see what it means now in the booklet. And then we're going to... It's number 6. Confidence and letting go. The qualities of the specific card is confidence and letting go. The silly chipmunk reminds us to slow down and consume food and drink mindfully. A scarcity model tells us we will never have enough. Apira, I cannot pronounce this word, suggests that you root your decisions in love rather than fear. Consider ways to live within your non-greed nature and see this is a counterculture act. Okay? Like I said, I always base my readings on intuitively, okay? And you will see, and then you, I base my readings intuitively, but I also take guidance from the cards. This chipmunk, he has like those peanuts in his mouth with it still the shell, and he's like stuffing his cheeks, and it speaks of greed. It does not necessarily mean the universe is telling you that you're greedy. I won't say you're greedy, okay? It's just possibly, it could be that I'm speaking to someone that might be overindulging. And the type of thing that they overindulge in is not, I don't know why, but this is coming through as if someone that's overindulging in food. Overindulging in food. Because the reading speaks of a scarcity model. Consume mindfully. Consume mindfully. Okay. I could be speaking to a Taurus that might be numbing pain, numbing things through consuming food. It might be that I'm talking to someone that when this person experiences stress or heartache, it's like they eat to dump or numb pain. It's coming across as someone that's eating to numb pain. And I don't think there's a lot of people that are aware that this is also a type of addiction, possibly. I don't want to say it's an addiction. I don't want to describe things as addictions, okay? Things like people drinking or smoking or using certain substances to cope. I don't want to say that it's an addiction, okay? I would say it becomes habit forming because it helps people to cope with the emotions, basically. So it comes across that I might be speaking to a person that might have a traumatic or might have had scarcity in their past, in their childhood, okay, and this person overindulges a lot in food when they, it doesn't mean this person has a lack, okay? It doesn't come across as if the specific person that I'm speaking to has a lack of anything. They don't have a lack in money, they don't have a lack in food. It just comes across as someone when they experience trauma or difficult things like stress at work, okay? For instance, they have a stressful day at work, and then in order to cope, they start eating in order to cope with whatever. Other people drink, other people, but this person loves food, basically. Okay, it comes across as a person that loves food. This is, you start off the reading with a death card. The death card speaks of, and you start off the reading this way. So the death card always indicates to me also someone that's in a cycle that ended, a necessary cycle that possibly ended, because this is how you start the reading. The Death card speaks of big changes as well, huge changes and endings. It also speaks of rebirth and transformation of things that need to change. Okay, I don't know if there's some change that you experienced, Taurus, but it was maybe a very intense change. Okay, this could possibly be why you overindulging in food. This intense change that you went through, this transformation, is something that could be also the driving force behind this habit that you have. But with the Six of Cups, it clearly comes across today that this habit, I could be speaking to somebody that's hoarding as well. I don't know exactly what this person is hoarding. It could be anything. Okay. I don't know if you watched these are several psychological programs apart from Dr. Phil, where they covered people that hoard, okay, that people that continuously accumulate things and they never get rid of things, okay. So it might be that I'm speaking to someone that's a hoarder as well. And this person hoards things because they want to, it's almost like they want to build a shield around them, a protective shield around them of some kind, because they want to cover pain. It's like this person wants to cover pain with something, okay? The Six of Cups speaks of nostalgia and innocence and reunions. It comes across strongly that it might be that this thing that you have, that you're struggling with, this issue that you're struggling with, is something that stems from your past. It's a childhood wound. It definitely comes from your past, okay? The Ten of Swords is the next card. Excuse me. Ten of Swords is the next card. The Ten of Swords speaks of endings and somebody hitting rock bottom. I don't know exactly if it comes across as something that happened in your past. It's definitely something that happened in your past. It could have been something that's very transformational to you. And this thing that happened to you could possibly be the reason but why you have this trauma response, okay, to food. You have this trauma response to food, this reaction to food, or you are drawn. It's almost like a program that I watched of a nurse. She was a nurse. It was a Dr. Phil program of a nurse. Okay. And every time she was a ER nurse, every time she got home, she was a very good nurse. Everybody loved her. She did a great job. She was an amazing mother, amazing wife, everything, like perfect, picture perfect person. Okay. Not everybody's picture perfect, but you understand, she was just a good, upstanding human being. And but she smoked, okay, but she didn't smoke in front of other people, usually on a break, etc. And she wanted to quit, and she approached Dr. Phil to help her to quit smoking. And in order for him to help her to quit smoking, they had to be come behind the reason why she did what she did. And they realized that every time uh, um, she felt like she did something good. In other words, she felt like she accomplished something. She smoked to relax. It's almost like it was a reward to her. She considered the cigarette as a reward. Okay, so this is why she overindulged in it. Every time she did something, like she cleaned the kitchen and she cooked, she would go take a smoke break. Every time she finished a job very well as a nurse, she would go take a smoke break. Okay, so it's almost like a type of a reward. She considered it as a type of a reward, and she had to change her psychological thinking around how she saw the cigarettes. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm speaking about. This could be someone that's hoarding, someone that's considering food as a means of coping with whatever they need to cope with. Okay, I don't know exactly what this is. I'm just telling you what I'm picking up. The next card is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is the next card. Sorry for that. Okay, there's a lot of trucks on a Monday here and construction outside, so there might be noise filtering through. The Two of Wands is the next card. The Two of Wands speaks of two people making music together. Okay, it's people investing in something and waiting for a result because they invested in something. It also speaks of choices that needs to be made and traveling plans, etc. It speaks of honing and working on a skill and investing in something. It could be that you invested in something. I don't know what exactly you invested in. It could be this thing that you invested in is something of your past. It could be that I don't know if it's a relationship or what this is, okay, but it comes across to me today, Taurus, that every time that you experience some time of, like I said, it's a trauma response, okay? And it's triggered by something in your past. And every time something happens, this trauma response is triggered, basically, okay? This trauma response in you is triggered every time something happens. So you could have possibly stepped out of a relationship or something didn't pan out in the way that you wanted it to. And every time this happens, you hit rock bottom or something to that effect, and this is what you indulge yourself in this energy, okay, in this whatever you want to call it. The Two of Wands also speaks of someone that's needing to choose something. So it's almost like the universe is telling you need to choose. You need to create and develop understanding as to why you reacting. And probably now with the reading you will understand why you do what you do and why you have this urge to do it, okay? Or this desire to do the specific thing every time you go through something. Anyway, the Nine of Cups, this is the Nine of Cups, and it came out in the reverse. In the upright position, the Nine of Cups in the upright position means wishes coming true, material abundance, and good health. You see, there's a mother overlooking this boy. She's like a silhouette overlooking him, and she's protecting him while he's playing. Okay, this is what a mother represents, someone that's protective. It could be that you have a mother wound. I'm not sure about that, okay? This card came out in the reverse, the Nine of Cups. So obviously something didn't work out in the way that you would wanted it to, because this card speaks of wishes coming true and material abundance and good health. It could be that you had, like I said, every time there's something that doesn't pan out in the way, it doesn't pan out in the way that you do, and then you overindulge. And this is what this card represents today, this Nine of Cups. A wish didn't come true. Some wish didn't come true. An investment didn't pan out in the way that you did. You probably got bad news about your health. It could have developed into bad health issues because of this. I don't know. Okay, this is what this card represents today. And then there's the Wise Woman card is the next card. The Wise Woman in the original tarot deck is the Magician card. The Wise Woman is the High Priestess. She's the High Priestess, and it speaks of intuition and trusting yourself and mystery and secrets. I don't know actually where this wise woman is coming in, but it's almost like I think the universe is, it's this a major arcana card. Obviously this wise woman is, or the universe is trying to tell you through this card that you need to address this. You need to trust. I think deep down you know this. I don't know if you possibly had, I don't know if this is a failed relationship that you had, or if this is a failed investment, or what this is with the Nine of Cups. But this is a trauma response that you have, and this trauma response stems from your childhood. And every time you get triggered if something happens. And the wise woman is telling you today you need to listen to yourself. It's almost like the wise woman is telling today you need to listen to your higher self, that little voice in your head that's trying to tell you something. It's almost like you have this little, with a wise woman, it's like you have this intuitive little voice in the back of your head, but you're refusing to listen to it, possibly. Okay? You're refusing to listen to this voice. Queen of Cups is the next card, and it came out in the reverse position. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing person, a healing person, a supportive person. You will see here, she has 4 breasts, which obviously denotes creativity and fertility. It came out in the reverse position. I don't know if this person that I'm speaking to, if this is a trauma wound that you have, this wound could involve a motherly figure. This person had a trauma wound with a motherly figure in their life. It could be that this person never got nurtured in the right way by their mother. I'm just telling you what's coming through, okay? This person didn't receive the right type of nurturing from a motherly figure when they were young, and this is possibly why they have this response to overindulge themselves, but it comes across as someone, a womanly figure, an older person also possibly. It could be a mother, a grandmother, anyone. And this person was affected by this woman at a very young age. This is why this person is having this response possibly to overindulging or finding their solace in whatever this is, that they find their solace in this hoarding, this overindulging in food. The Tower came out in the reverse. This person is in a very stagnant energy. The Tower usually speaks of sudden change, etc. It came out in the reverse position. The Tower usually speaks of change that comes, it's not usually change that we want, but it's change that's necessary. It could also speak of violence and upheaval. And usually when there's change, there's a lot of chaos that's going involved. But this card came out in the reverse. So this is definitely a person that's still stuck in this energy that they're in. It's still a wound that this person needs to heal. And a wound that this person needs to face. Okay. With the Tower card, because it came out in reverse. So this obviously this person is not healed yet from this. The Wheel of Fortune is the next card. The Wheel of Fortune speaks of a turning point in your life, of taking chances, of, because the Wheel of Fortune is almost like also a gambling wheel, okay, of choices that we make and the consequences of that choices. And I also want to say in the same breath that sometimes, Taurus, other people's choices also affect us, okay? It's not only, we are not responsible for other people's choices. Yet whatever they choose, good or bad, still affects us, and it's still going to have an impact in our life, good or bad. Okay, so it clearly comes across that I'm speaking to a Taurus person that might have been affected by an older person when they were very young, and this trauma response that they have is because of this individual. Okay, and this person is still in this energy. They're still in this energy, and with the wheel today, it's almost like this person, because they're stuck in this energy, this is what's coming to mind. It's like this wheel goes forward and then it goes back. It's like it's spinning, but it's like going like this. Okay, like this. This is what I see in my head. It's almost like this person, it's like it's not like they're stubborn, they're struggling. It's a difficult emotional struggle for this person with this wheel. Okay, because they find it difficult to make the necessary changes, possibly because they don't understand where this is coming from or why they're doing what they're doing. The 8 of Coins is the next card. The 8 of Coins is the next card. The 8 of Coins, you will see here, she's mastering something, she's honing something, a skill. So it's almost like the universe wants to tell you with the 8 of Coins today, your health, your mental state is important, your health is important, you need to take control of it. It's something that you need to work on with the 8 of Coins. And you have to go the extra mile, because this is something for yourself. For your own well-being, you need to do this, and we need to face this truth with the Queen of Swords, because this is your last card. The Queen of Swords is your last card. You need to be totally honest with yourself with the Queen of Swords regarding this. Be totally honest and brutal with yourself regarding this, and it's almost like it makes me think of a song of Eminem where he says, the only way that we can improve ourselves as human beings is if we, no, he didn't say that, I'm saying that, but the song implies that. Okay, but there's a specific verse in one of his rap songs where he says that he has become his own bully. In other words, he forces himself in certain regards. Okay, so when you say you have, I don't think he means that he's bullying himself in a bad way. Okay, I just think he means he's bullying himself to be a better person every day, because he's constantly working on himself and improving himself as a human being. Okay, and if you constantly do this, automatically you will develop wisdom and understanding for a lot of things in life. Anyway, Taurus, I hope this video was helpful. If you want an extended on this, please feel free to contact me. Okay, this is a beautiful reading. It's very sad and it's very beautiful also, and I really hope you get to sort this situation out. Anyway, please take care. Bye.